Let's roll the highlights from Friday night. This game played at Campbell County, a beautiful night as it always is up in Campbell County. And get Brad doing a little technical work here, and here we go.
Beautiful night, beautiful setting up there. That's a beautiful area of the state. Big crowd. We had a great student section up there. That meant a lot to our players. Good kickoff by Brady Hudson down inside the 5. And our kickoff coverage, which hadn't been good the week before, was very good. They didn't get back to the 15-yard line, so we had about a 10-yard return. And they start off in poor field position, and our defense pretty well keeps them bottled up down there. Little screen pass. They're a big screening team, and we played the screen real well. I think we knew exactly what was going on there.
Matthew
Swigert was the first guy there, and Samuel Hensley there to make the tackle as well. Okay, we get the ball, and immediately we go to the air. Mitchell Gibbons to Jonathan Stewart, and I love the way Jonathan finished that run. Mitchell's getting rid of the ball quickly, which is critical. And I thought he did a good job of that all night. And it's nice to just run over somebody sometimes, and Jonathan does that. He did that several times last year as well. All right, here's a handoff on the outside zone play to Kendall Jackson, who makes a kid or two miss, and then is able to outrun him to the outside down to about the 15-yard line. He's hard to tackle. He's I don't know, I think he's about 170, 175 pounds, but he's just a hard man to tackle. All right, Mitchell, good protection, and again, gets rid of the ball quickly, and just some unbelievable moves by Isaiah Johnson. Great job getting in the end zone, making those tacklers look like they can't tackle, because he's just a difficult guy to get a beat on. And I thought it was huge for us to score first and take the lead, like I said before, for not only our offense but our defense too. Another screen pass and another good play. Matthew Swigert there first, and then the big hit by Matthew Calhoun.
Matthew had a ton of tackles in this game.
He did, and then usually pretty big hits. Another screen pass, and Jacob Bourbon defends it really well. You know, in great position to pick that one off. And speaking of picking them off, there's Isaiah Johnson's first interception of the night. He's catching anything around him, whether he's on offense or defense. He's got some of the best hands of anybody that I've ever coached. He can catch anything. And the moves that he has are just really incredible. He was good last year. He's better this year at those moves. Again, Mitchell, you have to credit the offensive line because he's got all the time in the world. And he's getting rid of the ball quick, so you put that together, those two things together, then there's a nice pass to Matthew Swigert. Part of the reason why we're able to do things offensively. He had plenty of time. He got rid of the ball quickly. All right, back on defense. And they're trying to run the football on us with very little success right there. Big hit right there. We didn't wrap up, but that was a big hit. I don't know if that was Jacob or not, but looked like Cole, maybe Matthew Calhoun on the tackle. Back on offense. This is another example I'm talking about, making people miss. And then that guy grabs him and slings him a little, but he keeps his feet. Again, no pressure on Mitchell. Quick release. Great moves by Isaiah Johnson. And touchdown. Just couldn't wait for us to start after those first two games. Almost hurt Coach Ellison there. Another kickoff down inside the 10, and our coverage, which we really worked hard on to improve. Good job on the tackle right there by, looked like Jacob Bourbon, and then Jacob Adams picks it up and is able to run it in there for the touchdown.
Cut it out.
Big play. You can't do that.
But you know, he didn't get penalized for that.
I don't know how. Campbell County got a penalty on that play, and I can't imagine what they got. unless they thought they spiked it. Good defense. Another screen-type pass, and Matthew Swaggart, first guy there, but looks like the tackle is made by the three guys there, Cole Adams, Nyon Flack, and I'm not sure who the third one was. Matthew Calhoun.
Cole Adams had a lot of tackles in this game, too.
Yes, he did. Cole was a lot like his brother in the way that he tackles. I mean, he doesn't usually gently take people to the ground. Big run, first of all, then big run by Rowe. Trey Rowe making a good run, nice cut there. And he's a man to bring down. All right, again, a lot of time, nice, perfect throw, beautiful throw there from Mitchell Gibbons to Tyrell Romano. Perfect timing. And you have to give a lot of credit, like I keep doing, to the offensive line. Good job keeping his poise right there. Tyrell, I'm talking about. Little mouthing going on. Not sure what they had to say about that play, but yeah, good job. Well, I think we're maybe this is right before halftime. Perhaps we're getting out of bounds. It looks like. I don't know where we are in the game, but if we catch that one and get out of bounds, I don't know if this is our 2-minute drill or the one before that. Touchdown on the slant route to Jonathan Stewart. Good job. Again, good protection and a good catch. Good throw by Mitchell. Maybe a shade low, but Jonathan does a good job catching the ball. And, we're getting the ball around to a lot of people. Isaiah caught 3 touchdowns. Jonathan 1. I think Tyrell Romano caught 1 as well. And then we also had passes caught by Matthew Swaggart, Jaden Williams. Long pass here. This was a good play and also an unfortunate play. Second interception by Isaiah Johnson. Campbell gets hurt on that play as well. So report's not good on him, but he's played well for 3 games. This is another guy that I didn't mention that caught a pass. Dirty Truss did a good job. Again, good time, good throw by Mitchell. And this sophomore can also make you miss. I think he's got an outstanding career ahead of him. And yet another throw. This I think is maybe our 2-minute drill right before the half from Mitchell to Isaiah Johnson, who does a good job getting out of bounds right there. And this is the touchdown pass on the wheel route to Tyrell Romano. Good throw. Good job, Tyrell, getting in the end zone. Well, I don't know how much time's left, but there's not much. Good job, Bears, just being able to score, because that guy should have made the tackle on him. So he makes one miss and then pulls out of the grasp of another. We're pretty excited, pretty happy right here. I think is it 27-0 at this point?
I think so.
All right, kickoff again down around the 10-yard line, I believe, and coverage, very good coverage. And Tyler Romano just caught the touchdown pass, and he's the first one down there on the kickoff coverage. Good job there. Another screen pass, and Matthew Calhoun throws him to the ground with some authority. Good defense. A lot of pressure. And Jacob Adams on the tackle on yet another screen. They throw every screen imaginable. Good breakup of the pass there. I think that was Matthew Swaggart, if I remember that right, from the game. That was a big play. I believe it was 4th down. Outside zone play, and this is an example of how hard that young man runs. Kendall Jackson really is a hard runner. He gets hit just across the line of scrimmage right there, keeps his legs driving, and pulls away from a few defenders, and just makes a 3-yard gain into a 10 or 12-yard gain. Mitchell Gibbons, semi-roll Great catch right here. We really had the receiver out of position, but we shouldn't have had two guys that close together. But unbelievable catch by Isaiah Johnson. And this is Isaiah yet again to get the first down, or maybe he's a little short. I think he's a little short this time. Yeah, it's 4th and 1. We decide to throw it up, figuring that they're going to be up defending the run, which they were, and Isaiah ran right by him. 4th and 1. You know, Mitchell lays it right in there on stride for a touchdown. All right, trying to preserve the shutout. We're obviously going to win, but the shutout was pretty important to our guys, and we had some second teamers in as we got late in the game. That was a good break up there by Dodie Truss. And this is another good play here by Cameron Chambers, knocking the ball out of his grasp. Because he catches that ball if he don't get hit right there. Another run here. This is this Trey again?
It is.
All right, Trey Rowe. This time it looked like Marcus Melton at quarterback. I think. Is that right?
Yeah, Marcus Melton was
I
in.
thought so, yeah.
And that was the final score, 40-0.